Hello everyone, good day. Welcome to Summer Course 2024, Vocational College, Diponegoro University. I am Riandita Eriwardani, lecturer from Business and Finance Department. We will discuss about the sustainable market entries strategies. When an organization has made a decision to enter an overseas market, there are a variety of options open to it. These options vary with cost, risk, and the degree of control which can be exercised over them. One of the most important strategic decisions in international business is the mode of entering the foreign market. And the definition, a market entry strategies is a planned method of delivering goods and service to a target market and distributing them there. When importing or exporting services, it refers to establish and managing contracts in a foreign country. And organization willing to go international face three major issues. First, marketing, sourcing, and investment and control. In marketing, which countries, which segments, how to manage, how to enter, with what information. And for sourcing, whether to obtain products, make or buy. And the last, investment and control, joint venture, global partner, and acquisition. We will discuss 10 strategic market entries. First, exporting, licensing, franchising, joint venturing, contracts manufacturing, merger and acquisition, fully owned manufacturing facilities, counter trade, turnkey contract, and the last third country location. We will discuss one by one. First, for exporting, exporting is the most traditional and well-established form of operating in foreign markets. Exporting can be defined as the marketing of goods products in one country into another. The type of export response is depend on how the pressure are perceived by the decision makers. There are advantages and disadvantages. For advantage, manufacturing is home-based goods. Is it less risky than overseas based? Given an opportunity to learn overseas market before investing in brick and mortar, reduce the potential risk of operating overseas. And the disadvantage, the mercy of overseas agents, and so the lack of control has to be weighed against the advantages. And this is the Indonesia top export product. There are car, mineral, oil, stone, and so on. And the second, franchising. In franchising, we have two players. First, franchisor, and the other franchisee. In the term of distribution, the franchisor is a supplier who allows an operator or a franchisee to use the supplier trademark and distribute the supplier goods. In return, the operator pays the supplier a fee. 33 countries, including the United States and Australia, have laws that regulate franchising. Franchising is the practice of using another firm's successful business model. For the franchisor, the franchisee is alternative to building chain store to distribute goods that avoid the investment and liability of a chain. The franchisor's success depends on the success of the franchisees. The franchisee is said to have a greater incentive than a direct employee because he or she has a direct stake in the business. And there are the advantage: freedom of employment, proven products and service, proven trademark, reduce risk or failure. And this is, for example, Indonesian product franchising go international. There are many products, and one of them is Alfamart. Alfamart is retail grocery, and they have many store in Brunei Darussalam, and so on. And the second is Jiko. Jiko is a donut or bakery store. They have many store in other country, or in Malaysia, Singapore, Arab Saudi, and so on. And so many more. And the three, licensing. Licensing is defined as the method of foreign operation whereby a firm in one country agrees to permit a company in another country to use the manufacturing, processing, trademark, know-how, or some other skill provided by the licensor. Licensing involves little expense and involvement. The only cost is signing the agreement and realizing its implementation. It is quite similar to the franchise operation. For advantage, good way to start in foreign operation and open the door to low-risk manufacturing relationships. Linking of parent and receiving partner interest means both get most out of marketing effort. Capital not tied up in foreign operation, and options to buy into partner exist or provision to take royalties in stock. But we have a disadvantage. For example, limited from the participation, potential returns from marketing and manufacturing may be lost, partner develop know-how, and so licensing is short. Licenses become competitor, require considerable fact funding, planning, investigation, and interpretation. And this is the example of product licensing. We have a brand with Marvel. Marvel is a animation movie, and the toys store, toys producer, have licensing the brand for their toys. And next, the joint venture. Joint venture can be defined as an enterprise in which two or more investors share ownership and control over property, right, and operation. It is a very common strategy of entering the foreign market. Any form of association which implies collaboration for more than a transitory period is a joint venture. A joint venture might be brought about by a foreign investor showing an interest in local company, a local firm acquiring an interest in an existing foreign firm, or by both the foreign and local entrepreneur joining forming a new enterprise. For the advantage, sharing of risk, joint financial strengths may be only means of entry in some countries. And the disadvantage, a partner do not have full control of management. May be impossible to recover capital if we be need. Partner may have different view on expected benefit. And this is the example for joint venture. There are Uber and Volvo, and they mix a new brand, a new business. It's a autonomous vehicle. And then there are Kellogg's and Wilmar, and then they join and they make a new business in cereals and snacks. And counter trade. Counter trade, a large indirect method of exporting, is counter trade. Competitive intensity means more and more investment in marketing. In this situation, the organizational may expand operation by operating in market where competition is less intense, but currently best exchange is not possible. Also, countries might wish to trade in spite of the degree of competition, but currently again is a problem. Counter trade can also be used to stimulate home industry or where raw materials are in short supply. It can also give a basis for reciprocal trade. And this is type of counter trade. There are barter, counter purchase, offset, switch trading, buyback, and compensation trade. For advantage, its main attraction is that it can give a firm a way to finance export when other means are not available. And this advantage, variety is low, so marketing is limited, difficult to set price and service quality, inconsistency to deliver and specification, difficult to revamp to currency trading, so quality might be declined further and therefore products is harder to market. And the next, turnkey contract. Turnkey contract is common in international business in the supply, erection, and commissioning of plants, as in the case oil refineries, steel mills, cement, and fertilizer plant. A turnkey operation is an agreement by the seller to supply buyer with a facility fully equipped and ready to be operated by the buyer, who will be trained by the seller. The term is used in fast food franchising when franchisor agreed to select a store site, build his store, equip it, train the franchisee, and employee. Many turnkey contracts involve government or public sector as buyer. A turnkey contract may subcontract different piece or part of the project. A turnkey operation is an agreement by seller to supply with facilities and how turnkey service provided save time and effort. There are 5 ways: comprehensive solution, expertise and experience, time savings, streamline communication, and the last, cost saving. And the next, contracts manufacturing. A company doing international marketing contracts with firms in foreign countries to manufacture or assembling the products while retaining the responsibility of marketing in product. This is a common practice in international business. Many multinational employ this is in any India example. For advantage, it frees the company from risk of investing in foreign countries. It doesn't have to commit resources for setting up production facilities. And the advantage, there can be a loss on manufacturing, less control over manufacturing process, risk of developing potential competitor. And the eighth, the country location. This is sometimes used an entry strategy when there is no commercial transaction between two nations because of politic reason, or when direct transaction between two nations are difficult, and if one nation wants to enter other nation, then the nation will have to operate from the third country base. It may be helpful to take advantage of the friendly trade relations between the third party and the foreign market concerned. Sometimes commercial reasons encourage third country location. And next is merger and acquisition. This strategy is also known as a expansion strategy. Merger and acquisition has been impactful, powerful driver of globalization. A large number of foreign firms have entered Indonesia through acquisition. For example, merger, there are company A and company B, and they merge, become a company C. And acquisition, there are company A, company B, and the acquisition, both companies are owned by company A. For advantage, increase market power, acquisition of technology, optimum utilization of resources, minimizing of risk, tax benefits. And the advantages, some of units acquired would have problems such as old plan, obsolete technology, surplus, or demoralized labor. The firm might not have the experience and expertise to manage the unit takeover if it is an entirely new field. For example, Disney and Hotstar. Disney acquired and Hotstar, and they have a new business. It's Disney Hotstar. It's entertaining channel. And the last, we have a question to know about your understanding the material. The first, if you want to enter the global market, which country will you choose? And why you choose this? What product or service would you like to create? And the last, can you describe what entry market strategy will you use? And thank you.